What up, Betches? Coming at you from Sherwood Park, Alberta. We love our neighbors to the north. First of all, love your podcast. I've been obsessed with them since my friend introduced me to them a couple weeks ago. Oh, wow, quick turnaround. I'm going to speak for all Canadians here. Well, here we go. And say that we all love you.
Nice. Justin Trudeau is a big fan, I guess.
Holy effing S. Anyways, I'll try and make a long story short since I know you guys like your emails short and sweet. Well, you just made it longer. So my boyfriend and I broke up beginning of December. It was unexpected and I was left very heartbroken. He gave me the classic, I still want to be friends. And at first I was totally into that and thought it would be easy. I can tell you that won't be. We text a little bit every day and hang out every couple of weeks. We have made the mistakes of hooking up post-breakup and recently decided that we need to stop if we actually want this friend thing to work. Yeah, I'd say so. So now we hang out without hooking up, and it's still great. We get along well and have lots of fun together. But when I get home, I'm always left feeling pretty sad. I've come to terms with the breakup and know it was the best decision, but I miss hanging out with him and having fun with him on a regular basis. So my question is this. Can you be friends with an ex, or will I always be left feeling sad after we hang out? Looking forward to hearing back from you. Keep up the good work. Love, blank. What do we think?
Definitely can't be friends with an ex. At least not for several years after you break up.
You gotta have there's gotta be a waiting period.
Yeah, you can't just end things and then be friends with someone. Here's the thing: if you're sexually attracted enough to have dated to the person, to have dated them, and you get along as well as a friends would, you should be dating. So
yeah, well that's the issue. That's why she's being left to feel sad. You're hanging around someone and you're saying to yourself, "We get along great. We have the same friends. We like the same things. Does he just not like fucking me?" And that's like a depressing moment.
Right, but they still hook up. So clearly,
am I not good enough?
Yeah, it's really to
be locked in as the only person he's with or she's with.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. And you're really just, you're hanging out with someone that can only make you feel bad.
Yeah, there's really no positive. What do you really need another fucking friend?
Yeah, exactly.
I've tried that too. It never works. Ever.
Yeah, it never works. And I'm friends with people that I've hooked up with in the past. Am I a friend with an ex? Here's what happens. Let me tell you, let Papa old guy give you some perspective.
Old man Jared.
Old man Jared. Let me let you know what happens, okay? The minute you or him get in a relationship, you're not a fucking friend anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
I've seen it with every ex that I've ever still spoken to. The minute the real guy comes in, Jared is gone.
An ex who's a friend, exactly like what you're saying, is someone that you kind of talk to when you're feeling a little lonely or shitty about yourself, and you want that reassurance from someone you're comfortable with that you've still got it, or you're interesting, or you're hot, or something like that.
This is someone who agreed that I was hot enough to see naked.
Yeah.
And like my personality enough to go get brunch the next day. So it's a reassurance that someone out there has or would liked you.
It is. Being lonely is really just what drives people to do terrible shit for themselves. Kind of like this, very self-destructive stuff.
And you need to lean on the friends that you have that aren't in his group. And if your friends make a choice, when you two break up, everyone finds
you need custody.
You gotta go. You go with yours. He goes with his. It's time to stop this.
Yeah.
And the more you hang out, the worse you're gonna feel about yourself because you're not letting yourself meet new people and there are new people that are good for you.
All right, it's just wasting your time, and the longer you hold, no one wants to cut their losses too. That's another thing with the breakup is you don't want to be all these years that I invested emotionally and physically in this person, now I have to just give up totally and move on completely. That seems really kind of difficult.
Here's who new boyfriends and girlfriends hate. Your friends you used to hook up with.
Yeah,
they just don't want to be there. You're not going to be around when he gets a girlfriend.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be.
That.
You shouldn't be.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But remember that when you're oh, we're friends though. No. You're friends until.
Right. And the person who moves themselves away from that relationship first or faster is the person who moves on and gets a new relationship first. So if you want to be the person with the new relationship first, you should be actively trying to move on, which means spending less time with your ex.
Totally. I mean, I've done the friends thing with exes. I mean, I talked a little bit about this last episode. I have a friend that, like, we hooked up all the time, and then we stopped, and we were friends, and then she would come to me for advice on dating stuff and thoughts and all that stuff. And then she got a guy that she's now with, and it's like, yeah, we don't talk as much anymore, and that's totally fine. I've removed myself from it. But also, you see it from the, like, now being an older single guy, you have people that are like, you know, that you just notice who can stick around.
What do you mean? Like,
we had two friends when I first moved to New York City. We had a big group that used to go out and watch, like, you know, we're all from the Boston area, so we'd all go watch like Patriots games and Red Sox games. So we'd all like go out to do Boston stuff.
Right.
But then that group like would take in like people we worked with, and it became this like big New York City single group.
Okay.
Two people and it hooked up. The minute they hooked up was the end of the group. Because they hooked up, it didn't work out, and everyone went their separate ways. Everyone was like, well, I'm going to go hang out with this person now. I'm going to go hang out with this person now. And that's cool. But they were cool with each other. So then we would hang out as a big group sometimes, and then they both got serious boyfriends and girlfriends. Right. That's when the group ended. Because those two were like, I'm hanging out with my dude and his friends now. And he was like, I'm hanging out with my girl and her friends now. And I'm not bringing my girl to my ex's party.
Right, which is normal. That's the natural progression thing. But the longer that you hold on to like being in the same area, or like the less you actively try to get away from someone,
sure,
the longer the actual like pain and suffering is.
And to top this all off, you're not fucking friends. You're not. You're dealing with each other to keep up your egos enough until you get to the next person that's gonna take you in.
Right.